In this chapter, IMU, a character, approaches Cobra and begins a conversation. IMU informs Cobra that they have two things to say and one thing to ask of him. When IMU's name is mentioned, Cobra notices the similarity to one of the first 20, a group of significant individuals. However, IMU refuses to confirm Cobra's suspicions. IMU reveals to Cobra that their opponents go by the name D and explains that most people in the world who bear this name are unaware of its significance in the present time. IMU believes that the current situation has its roots in a mistake made by Nefertari Lily around 800 years ago. This mistake is said to be on par with the scholars of Ohara, who studied the Void Century. IMU blames Lily for the release of the Poneglyphs, ancient stone tablets that hold valuable information. IMU considers this outcome to be the worst possible for the first 20, leading them to question if it was part of a larger plan. As the tension rises and the five elders prepare for a confrontation, IMU informs Cobra that the truth lies within a letter left by Lily. IMU instructs Cobra to address Lily by her full name, as written in the letter. Understanding that he may not survive this encounter, Cobra reveals that Lily's name is Nefertari D. Lily. Suddenly, without warning, IMU swiftly stabs Cobra with what appears to be an arrow-shaped tail. At that moment, something important happened. Sabo suddenly appeared, having secretly listened to the conversation. He launched a powerful attack, using his Heiken technique against the five elders. But his strike was blocked by IMU, who had transformed into a gigantic creature along with the other elders. Sabo was frustrated that he couldn't defeat them all. Unfortunately, someone took a picture of him standing over Cobra, and it was going to be published in the newspapers. Cobra, the ruler of Arabasta, called Sabo by the name of Luffy's brother and asked why he saved him. Sabo explained that the Revolutionary Army's fight was against the corrupt world nobles. Sabo was curious how Cobra knew Luffy, and Cobra revealed that Luffy had helped him in the past. As IMU and the five elders tried to attack again, Sabo decided to escape with Cobra. However, Cobra insisted that Sabo should leave him behind so he could deliver a message to Luffy and Vivi. The message was about the Nefertari family sharing the mysterious D initial in their names, and Cobra knew what path Arabasta should follow now. Sabo was shocked, recalling his childhood and the discovery that both Luffy and Ace had the D initial too. Sabo was interrupted when IMU attacked Cobra once more, causing injuries to both of them. Cobra managed to stand up and recited the words from Lily's letter, but sadly, IMU killed him. Sabo was devastated by this horrifying act. Cobra's dying wish was for Sabo to share what he had witnessed and keep on living. Sabo eventually managed to escape, but the attention of the five elders turned to another eavesdropper, Wapol. Although Wapol despised Cobra, he was terrified by his murder, which he believed revealed the dark secrets of the world government. Filled with fear, Wapol fled for his life. Meanwhile, at the Grand Round Table, the kings receive news that Cobra and Wapol won't be joining them. It is speculated that Cobra's exhaustion from his speech about abolishing the 7 warlords of the sea is the reason for his absence. As the discussion moves on, Shirahoshi's brothers decide to take her to the Red Port to avoid encountering any more world nobles. Shirahoshi is saddened by the fact that she couldn't say goodbye to Vivi. In another location, Vivi finds herself restrained by CP0 and demands to be set free. Khalifa, who is keeping an eye on her, informs Vivi that once her disappearance becomes known, she will be treated as a pet for the rest of her life. Vivi anxiously asks about Shirahoshi's well-being, and Khalifa assures her that Shirahoshi emerged from her ordeal unharmed. Jabra, who is also watching Vivi, reveals that the individuals who attacked St. Charlos, namely Leo and Sai, proudly identified themselves as members of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. Jabra further discloses that Fujitora assisted in the escape of several slaves, which greatly angered Ryokaju, leading to a conflict between them. While Vivi contemplates her next move, Wapol suddenly crashes through a wall, begging for mercy. Seizing the opportunity, Vivi jumps into Wapol's mouth to make her escape. The CP0 agents are left stunned by Wapol's unexpected action and eventually realize that Vivi has managed to flee. As Vivi and Wapol run away, she questions how long he intends to keep running. Wapol responds that he will run to the edge of the world if necessary. Their path then intersects with Kinderella, who mistakenly believes that Wapol and Vivi are eloping.